Flashback, Episode 19, Young RightNHaus and Safehouse Millions. We were headed back to the Safehouse in upscale Riverdale, New York, to fetch hard money, diamonds, gold, paper currency, and more. We needed the money to bribe the doorman of Soros's Manhattan penthouse building, so he would grant us access to the penthouse itself and disable its security. I swear, every time we venture in public New York City of Dis, something bad happens. Well, this time, we walked around oceans of bums and derelicts, addicts and undocumented illegal immigrants, anyone who found themselves homeless or lost. They lived and defecated in the streets. They shot up as drug abusers. They were everywhere in the streets and sidewalks, and they were in the alleyways. Truly, they were everywhere, it seemed. We heard a gunshot ring in the distance from down the street, followed by another gunshot. Then we saw a young man in a white t-shirt, blue denim jacket, and a red baseball cap running towards us down the street, and he was holding a rifle. He was fleeing, stumbling as he did, panicked. He was fleeing from a mob, a throng of people who were all chasing him, yelling furiously and threatening him. They obviously intended to gravely injure him, if not kill him, if not to kill the young man should they catch up with him. Taylor intended to help. She interceded, dashing behind the young man, standing between the mob of people and the scared, I would guess, 18 to 20-something-year-old young man. Taylor pulled out her Glock pistol and she commanded, "Halt or die!" She said no more words than just that, halt or die. But the crowd seemed to recognize that she was not joking around. They could see Taylor was extremely confident and seemed quite prepared to shoot them. Her eyes were cold, those of a soldier, of a wolf, about to end the life of its prey. The crowd's apparent leader, its mouthpiece, spoke as the crowd pulled back. The mob mouthpiece was an overweight black woman with thick spiked afro hair. She sported a green sweater with the letters BLM sewn onto it. She said, "That loser, RightNHaus, he knows now not to stick his nose in our business and not to defend his friends or anyone, and to never, ever to oppose us ever again, and to never oppose our agenda and what we want done." While Taylor held off the crowd with her Glock pistol, the young man, apparently named RightNHaus, fled running down the street, out of sight, to his safety. Taylor grinned as she trained the barrel of her Glock pistol at the forehead of the mob leader. And Taylor replied to the throng leader's controlling words for RightNHaus. She asked in counter, "Have you learned your lesson today?" Taylor said, "It seems to me this RightNHaus may have learned all those lessons from you. This RightNHaus may have learned all those lessons from you in the crowd. But what lessons are you prepared to learn from me?" She dramatically raised the Glock pistol for show like a TV moment and aimed the barrel right at the forehead of the mob leader. Taylor made a popping sound with her tongue. Just like that. Lights out. Showing her true courage, the mob leader gulped and fled as fast as she could away from Taylor, away from the terrorizing, dangerous woman with a pistol that was pressed against her forehead. And of course, dozens of crowd members had their phones out. They were recording everything. Once again, I wondered, what happens when all of these videos of us get on the internet? Well, we did get to the Riverdale Safehouse, finally. It was surprising to me how little space $10 million takes in the form of diamonds and high-value paper bills, and some gold. The gold, however, made things heavy. Consequently, we fetched $12 million in hard money, with an emphasis on diamonds and paper currency. Figuring the doorman may not trust the value stated for the diamonds, and figuring we did not want to have too much heavy gold to transport, it made a lot of sense for us to offer diamonds and paper money as the primary payment. Taylor loaded a large tactical Kevlar KT Knights Templar duffel bag with all $12 million of hard money. She put her tactical Kevlar KT backpack on as well, which she loaded up as her spy bag of tricks and gadgets. Taylor was always prepared.